have the final say, and his covenant remain unbroken.
Now, let's establish this to say that he stood. What he did stood. He sent them away and said, I've settled you. You have no more inheritance with me, with my son Isaac. You are on your own. Isaac is the one to bear my name. Isaac is the bona fide son. Now, we now see here that 8. And Abraham gave up the ghost and died in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. And his sons, Isaac and Ishmael, only these two were recognized as sons. Why was Ishmael recognized? Because God said to him, God accepted him and promised Abraham that I will bless him for your sake. He will also be a great nation. So he had been settled, he had gone. But because there is also a covenant on him by God to say that he's blessed, properly blessed, we see here that both of them now, Isaac and Ishmael, buried him in the cave of Machpelah in the field of Ephron. So all the other sons, no more mention of them, because the Bible now considered them as concubines. They were settled and gone. So no argument like he had 100 wives. No. One covenant wife. The other one was Sarah, that like, it's my own. This one is my slave. Take, I give him. Abraham did not marry her, but God recognized the child that came from there. How did he recognize it? You see it, the cry. There was a cry. When he sent her away, she began to cry. No water. The water and food he gave finished. And God opened her eyes. I'm reading now 21:19. And God opened her eyes and she saw a well of water. First of all, she cried. And God heard the voice of the lad, the child Ishmael. And God opened her eyes and he dwelt there. And God blessed him as well. So, this is the answer to last week's question of how many wives did Abraham have. Now I want to come back to the question of half brother and brothers. Brother. We want to say here that the Oyibo definition that we gave of brother and half brother is that the same mother, the same father, they are brothers and they are sisters. But if they are from different mothers, but one father, they are half brothers or half sisters. Or the same mother, but different fathers, they are half brothers or half sisters. Now, I want to say that, however, for unity to prevail, for togetherness to prevail, and in the African culture and in the biblical setting, we are all one. Nothing like, you are not my mother, this is not my mother. I gave you an example of my family. Growing up, until the time I finished university, up to the time I got married, we were calling my mother auntie. It was when grandchildren began to come, and the grandchildren were now calling her grandma. That was when we changed from auntie to grandma. So till my mom died, we are so rest in perfect peace, the Deaconess Comfort, we were calling her grandma, not mommy, grandma. But there are mothers in the house ahead of her. My father didn't have 2 wives, only one. But they lived in a very big compound. Plenty of, if I were to check that land, it's like 100 by 100, maybe into 4 places. So everybody had something. The elder brother, T.H. Menta, was very wealthy, and he liked them to live like a communal family. So they were all in the compound. So in the compound, there are mothers. So those mothers were the ones that were being calling mama, mommy. Then all the other ones, you have a name. My own mother also was auntie. Everybody else is auntie. Auntie. So you see, growing up now as auntie, I didn't really know who is my mother. Because now auntie. The other senior mothers, and then be mothers. That is how we are taught to grow up. But you see, nowadays, this Oyibo mentality is creeping in, and as it is creeping in, it's bringing in a lot of problems, a lot of challenges, a lot of issues, a lot of disunity. I was listening to one of our half brothers' message one time, one of the clerics, and he was saying that please don't be giving birth to too many children again, or don't marry too many wives. Why? Because of the strife that has come in. But we have come to say, don't do that. Let there be no strife. We are brethren. We are brothers, not half brothers. So if you relate like that, the senior mothers in the house become mothers. The other ones become auntie. There will be no problem. But if you say, this is my mother, this is my mother, that's not my mother, this is not my mother, there is a problem. Even in same family where there is only one wife, there is problem. We have to be very careful. Just this morning, I didn't look at the clip, but they showed a clip of a very young boy, even wearing a prison uniform, black and white. This boy is not up to 7. This boy, what did this boy do? Same parents, so not to talk of, say, another mother. Same parents. I saw it this morning, but I couldn't read it. Time was a problem, a challenge for me, an issue for me. Not an issue as such, but I needed to do other things. This boy put his younger sister, 2-year-old, in oven and turned it on. When the father now had something burning, he rushed, but by then the harm had been done. The sister, the younger sister, had died. What was the problem? When they asked the boy, because he didn't even show any remorse, anything. So there's all these bloggers now put it as a question. Should this boy be treated as an adult in punishment or as a minor? So they put him in a juvenile place and a juvenile court. But like I said, I didn't go to the details and I didn't read what people were saying. But when they asked him what was the problem, the boy said, since they gave birth to his sister, the sister has taken everything, all affection, everything. Let us be careful. In church, sometimes I like to sit at the back and watch. Of recent, I noticed a mother. She has a daughter, a son already, then a daughter. But each time this boy wants to come to her, she will be driving the boy, no affection. What I would have expected is hug him, just, oh my God. It is well, oh.